Currently, I'm a traveler, and I've been traveling through the United States for the last 5 weeks or so. What a great experience. Recently, I was in the Grand Canyon, and the Grand Canyon is grand in every imaginable way and almost compels you to walk and hike and trek around it, which I did with my husband. And what I noticed right away is that when I was carrying a backpack, carrying water bottles and snacks and emergency Band-Aids and so forth, that when I would get back to our hotel lodging, I would feel stiff and uncomfortable in my upper part of my back. So I did what I would advise anybody to do. We don't always do the things that we know are good for us, but this routine turned out to be especially good. And it involves stretching neck and shoulders and arms and just relieving the tension that could accumulate. It's probably a good sequence for new mothers, nursing mothers. I've experienced that that can be something that tightens up the dorsal thoracic too. So come on this little journey with me through a sequence that's designed especially for traveling backpackers. Let's start this short sequence of stretches for the arms and the shoulders with linking the hands and then extending the arms forward. The back is rounded a little bit. And that overhead stretch is a chance to stretch your fingers and your wrists and your knuckles. And then just to keep it all symmetrical, changing the interlock and raising the arms again overhead. And feel the sides of the body stretching right up, armpits to shoulders. Then in this lovely side stretch, one hand holds the opposite wrist and tipping over to one side. The neck's relaxed, the head tips over at the same time. Switching the grip on the wrist and then stretching opposite side, opening up space in the rib cage on that stretch side. Oh, so good. And then in Sanskrit, this is called Gomukhasana, cow's head pose with the arms, one arm overhead, one arm behind. And it doesn't really matter about trying to connect the hands. That lower hand presses against the back of the wrist, and the front chest, the collarbone stretch. And in the second side, a little nudge, bringing that elbow in slightly closer to the head, and then linking the hands or not, or just pressing the hands towards each other. Keep the rib cage relaxed, the front floating ribs connected with the abdomen instead of moving forward. And then in Sanskrit, the pose is Garudasana, eagle pose, with the elbows crossed one over the other. And I'm just adding a little bit of extra movement here in a forward bend, which really opens up the upper part of the back between the shoulder blades. And then second side, first the elbows go up, then they tuck in towards the navel, create a little inter-abdominal pressure and draw the navel back, and then release, and their shoulders relax, elbows, wrists, and fingers. And then this little flowing sequence of connecting the hands underneath the chin, extending the arms forward straight, bringing them up and overhead, and then back behind, and all with the breath. The breathing goes like this: inhale, Exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands back, shoulders come back. Inhale, chest is open, and we start again. Third and last cycle. In breath, out breath. And in all of these poses, the front ribs stay relaxed. Here's another variation. Link the hands and bring the hands around to one side. Tilt the head to that side so the neck gets a little bit of relief as well as the shoulders and the arms. And then back to center, a little roll out, and happy shoulders, happy arms, and we're finished.